Well, this isn't totally true, because this is exactly why our founders established that the people's rights are reserved outside of the general powers of government, right, of our public servants. Because they knew that when our government, like it has today, turned into a totalitarian administrative system that's just ignoring the people, doing whatever they want, right, using the people as debt slaves, anything that they do, anything that they pass that comes in conflicts with the people's rights, it's void from inception. Doesn't need to be ruled voidable. It is void from inception. And we, the people, we don't owe no duty to follow any unconstitutional act passed by public servants, because we're the masters, we're the creators of government in the seats that our public servants sit in. And I'm going to show you, we owe no duty to follow any unconstitutional act.
Now, obviously, we all know about Marbury versus Madison, right? All laws which are repugnant to the Constitution is null and void, right? We also have Miranda versus Arizona. Where rights secured by the Constitution are involved, there can be no rulemaking or legislation which would abrogate them, okay? So that means the legislature cannot do any statutes, codes, ordinances that come in conflict with the people's rights. Now, this is the fun one. This is Norton versus Shelby County. An unconstitutional act is not law. It confers no right. It imposes no duties, affords no protection. It creates no office. It is in legal contemplation as inoperative as though it had never been passed. So what does that tell you? Anything that our public servants do that is unconstitutional and conflicts with anything to do with the people, we owe no duty. It doesn't even exist to us in any way, shape, or form. Okay? And you can go down to American Jurisprudence, 2nd edition, section 177. No one is bound to obey an unconstitutional law, and no courts are bound to enforce it. Okay? These are well-established principles, Hambone.
And then here, just a little further proof, we have Texas Constitution. Okay? Section 29. To guard against transgressions of the high powers herein delegated, we declare that everything in this Bill of Rights is accepted out of the general powers of government, and shall forever remain inviolate. And all laws contrary thereto, or to the following provisions, shall be void. So what is this telling us? Huh, Hambone? Okay? That everything in the Bill of Rights, the rights that belong to the people, remain outside of our public servants' limited delegated powers. Anything, okay, and that forever. Inviolate means forever, okay? Anything that they do that comes in conflict, guess what? It's void from inception. Nowhere does it say it needs to be ruled void. Nowhere does it need to say you got to have some judge tell you it is. That's we the people. It's our duty. Our rights are self-executing. You can go to Wilson versus Hawaii. It tells you that our rights are self-executing prohibitions against governmental actions. Okay? Their actions are void when they do anything that conflicts with our rights. That's why our servants aren't given those powers. I think you need to stop being a troll, Hambone. You need to start supporting the people and stop supporting this totalitarian administrative system.
And just to show you even further, right out of Wilson versus Hawaii, our rejection of state procedural restrictions on the invocation of constitutional defenses follows from the fact that constitutional rights are self-executing prohibitions on governmental actions. A constitutional violation accrues the moment the government undertakes an unconstitutional act. Oh, man. So why is our rights reserved outside of their limited delegated powers? So that we don't have tyrants that come in here like they're doing now, right? Ignoring the people, just passing and doing whatever they want, stealing our money, right? Again, just like I said, using us as debt slaves. This is why it is very important for everyone to understand the fundamental principles of the law, learn your state constitutions, and understand that our public servants, they don't have the power over us they want you to believe they do. And everything that they do that comes in conflict with our rights, it's void from inception.